Very good morning, students. Students, today we will start a new topic, and the name of the topic is the story of lightning. So, in this topic, we will study about how lightning occurs in nature. So, let's start with this topic. So, first of all, students, you all know about like the development of thunderstorm. So, students, whenever there's a forming of thunderstorm, so what happened? The air currents move upward. The hot air, because hot air is light in weight, so that is the reason they move upwards, and the water droplets move downwards. So student, due to these vigorous movement which result in the separation of charges in the cloud, and from these generated charges, the positive charge accumulated at the near the upper edge of the clouds, and the negative charges accumulate at the lower edges of the cloud. So students, there is an accumulation of a positive charge near the ground also. So when accumulation of charges become very heavy, then what happened? The air, which is very bad conductor of electricity, is no longer able to resist their flow. So after that, the result of that, the electric charges transfer to the ground, and it produces a streaks of bright light, and this process is called electric discharge. Students, the process of electric discharge can occur between two or more clouds, or between clouds and the earth also. So now, students, however, the lightning strike could destroy the life and property. So it is necessary to take measures to protect ourselves. So let's start with another topic, that is the lightning safety. So students, during lightning and thunderstorm, no open place is safe, right? So during lightning and thunderstorm, what we have to do, we have to take a shelter under a house or a building, because it is a safe place, right? And after, like, first sound of thunder is an alert, so we have to rush to a safer place, and after hearing the last thunder, we should wait for some time before coming out of the safe from the safe place. The next topic is do's and don'ts for lightning safety. As you already know about, that lightning could destroy life and property, so during lightning we should take some necessary and important measures to protect ourselves from the lightning. So let's start with, like, first, if we are outside, then what important safety or what important measures we have to take to protect ourselves from the lightning. So like, suppose if we are we should not stay on a open places, because these places are not safe at all for the lightning. Then if suppose if we are in a forest, then we have to take shelter under the smaller trees instead of taller trees. Then we should not carry umbrella during this storm or thunderstorm, right? Then we should not get near to any poles or metal objects. Then we should squat low on the ground instead of lie on the ground. Indoor safety. Students, you know, lightning can strike telephone cords, electric wires, metal pipe. So during thunderstorm, contact with these should be avoided. We can use like mobile phones and cordless phones. Then bathing should be avoided during thunderstorm to avoid contact with the running water. And we should unplug all the electric appliances in the house, like for example computer, television, music system. And we can like, electric light do not cause any harm and hence can be kept on. Then using lightning conductor. So in lightning conductor, it is a device which protect a building from lightning damage. It is composed of a vertical metallic rod which is taller than the building, and it is installed in the walls of the building. Now you can see here, this is the lightning conductor, right? So student, the base of the metallic rod is attached to the thick metallic wire which goes very deep inside the earth. Now when lightning strikes, electric charge goes to the lightning conductor, and after that it goes to the earth. So the vertical metallic rod provide easy route for the transfer of electric charge to the ground. Now student, next topic is earthquake. So earthquake is the another natural phenomena which we will study in this chapter. So students, what is an earthquake? Earthquake is a sudden shaking or trembling of the earth which lasts for a very short period, that is called earthquake, and it is caused by a disturbance inside the earth crust. Now students, you can see here, this is the image before the earthquake and after the earthquake. there is a huge destruction just because of the earthquake. So it means that the earthquake can lead to loss of life, loss of property, floods, landslide and tsunamis. As you know, the earth's surface is divided into several layers like crust, mantle, outer core and inner core, right? So now students, we will study about what is the causes of an earthquake. Students, you know the tremors which are caused by the disturbance which is deep down inside the uppermost layer of the earth, that is called the earth crust. So what happened? The earth crust, which is made up of several pieces of land mass, and these land masses are called tectonic plates. So student, these plates are in the continuation motion. So when plates goes under another due to collision, so what happened? They cause vibration in the earth crust, and these vibration that shows us as an earthquake on the surface of the earth. Students, the boundaries of the tectonic plates, earthquake are more likely to occur, and you know these boundaries or weak zones are called seismic zones or fault zones. Like in India, Kashmir, Western and Central Himalayas, the Northeast, Run of Kutch, Rajasthan, Indo-Gangotri plains, these are at high risk of getting vibration by an earthquake. Now you can see here very high risk zone, high risk zone, moderate risk zone and low risk zone. In this map you can see that, right? Now student, we will study about seismograph. What is a seismograph? Seismograph is a device which record the seismic wave produced by tremors. Students, seismograph, you can see here, this is the seismograph. So it is composed of a vibrating rod or a pendulum, right? And a pen is attached to the pendulum bob. So student, suppose there is an earthquake. So how this seismograph work? So the oscillator begins to vibrate, means this pendulum bob will start vibrating. So this create vibration in the writing device and start plotting wave-like patterns on the paper. So the wave-like pattern is then analyzed by the scientist and to construct a complete map of the earthquake, and they can also estimate its power to cause destruction. The next topic is a Richter scale. What is a Richter scale? The power of an earthquake is expressed in terms of a magnitude on a scale that is called the Richter scale. So its Richter scale was developed in 1935 by Charles Richter and Benno Gutenberg of California Institute of Technology. And Richter scale shows the intensity of an earthquake. Now student, there are another few terms like what is seismic waves. The earthquake produce wave on the earth's surface which are called seismic waves, and these waves travel in all directions on the earth's surface. Then there is another term that is focus. So what is the focus? Focus of an earthquake, it is that point which is present inside the earth's surface from where the earthquake originates. Now there is another term that is called epicenter. So epicenter is the region on the earth's surface that just lie above the focus of the earthquake, that is called the epicenter. And when the earthquake does not originate from the epicenter, the earthquake originates from the focus. Now students, see this diagram. In this diagram you can see the seismic wave, then epicenter and the focus. As I already told you about the seismic wave, a seismic wave is produced during earthquake. Then epicenter is that area which is just lie above the focus, and focus is the region from where the earthquake is originate. Now student, next topic is a protection against an earthquake. Students, as you already know that like we cannot predict earthquake, and we are also seeing that earthquake is very destructive in nature. So it is very important, like we have to take necessary precautions or measures so that we can protect ourselves from this disaster. So students, people especially living in a seismic zones where the earthquakes are more likely to occur have to specially prepared. So first of all, what they have to do, like the buildings in the seismic zones should be designed in such a way that the building can withstand with major tremors. And how can it be possible? Like modern building technology can make it possible. So student, there is some advice to make the structure simple so that it is quick safe. What they have to do, like they have to consult qualified architects and structural engineers. Then, especially in the seismic zones, the use of mud or timber instead of using heavy construction material is better. Then keep the roof as light as possible. Suppose in case the structure falls, so the damage will be not be heavy. And it is better if the cupboards and shelves are fixed to the walls so that they do not fall easily. And be careful where you hang wall clocks, photo frames, water heater, etc., so that in the event of an earthquake they do not fall on people. And some buildings may catch fire due to an earthquake, so it is necessary that all buildings, especially tall buildings, have firefighting equipments in working order. So next topic is how can people protect themselves from an earthquake. So students, what precautions we have to take when we are at home and what precautions we have to take like if we are outside. So let's discuss the first one, that indoor safety measures. So students, during earthquake we have to take shelter under a table and we have to stay there until the shaking stop. Then we have to stay away from tall and heavy objects that may fall on us. Then suppose if we are in bed, then do not get up and protect our head with a pillow. Then students, when we are outside, so what safety measures we have to take? We have to find a clear spot which is away from the buildings or tall buildings, trees and overhead power lines. Then if we are in the car or bus, then we don't have to come out. Then if there is a driver, so ask the driver to drive slowly to a clean spot and do not come out till the tremors stop. So thank you students and have a good day.